story is would have to be entitled The Blue Racer Snake and the Mushroom Story. I was about 7 or 8 years old. I had went mushroom hunting the year before with my dad up on our relative's property about 3 miles from our home. So we found a big bag of them old gray white morel mushrooms. So I thought that was quite fun, picking them big old mushrooms 4 to 5, 6 inches tall. So come the next spring, we lived in a farmhouse, and our relative house lived to the west of us about 1.5 miles, and we always cut through the alfalfa field. And we always made so many trips that this was just a path, like a cow path. And, you know, of course, them paths don't always run straight. They kind of weave around like the wheat in a wheat field when the gentle winds are blowing. It just weaves back and forth. So when I was about 7 or 8 years old, I decided to go up and go in this forest by myself, where they had cut some big white oak trees down to the barrel stave company people that made whiskey barrels. They used the white oak trees for whiskey barrel staves and made these barrels. And they had cut down, I don't know, 25 or 30 of the big old white oak trees, and they was laying there. And it was always a good place to find the big mushrooms around the top of these trees. But after he went by the relative's house, we still had this little path. They had like shale rock down this hill.
Nice tree. Huh? Nice tree.
Leading down to the woods, and you know how sharp that shale is when you're barefooted. Didn't have no shoes back in them days. So anyway, I went down to the big place where I was expecting to find these big mushrooms, and lo and behold, I looked up, and there was a blue racer snake. And if you never seen a blue racer snake, you wouldn't appreciate the story, but when they were sitting there, laying there looking at you, they have a tendency to raise their head up off the ground about 18 inches, and they just look like the king cobra snake. They just look you right in the eye. And of course, I didn't know about the blue racers, but I had heard about king cobras. I thought I had been had. So now my hair standing up on me like an old dog bristle between his shoulder blades, and the arms look like a picked chicken with the goosebumps up on me, and I'm really horrified.
Okay, our plaque in honor of Henry Lyon.
Oh,
that was very nice.
I didn't realize it was around. Me either. I just thought it was down.
Yeah, the picture, I thought it was a lot
Well,
smaller. That's nice.
We just mounted it.
So I thought, well, now if I could just sneak backwards a little bit, I'll just sneak away from this dude. So I kind of took 2 or 3 steps backwards, and when I did, the old blue racer just looked at me right in the eye, and he just eased up, just like I was onto a tow chain. We just kept our same distance. So I tried it again. He'd vowed back up, and he'd advance right up with me. So I done that about 6 times, and I'm telling you, if I had had a good heart, I'd have died. But anyway, I thought, well, now wait a minute. Let's reconsider this project. So I thought, now if he would happen to come back with me every time I go back, would he go the other way if I would go at him? So I jumped at him real quick. And, well, you know, it wasn't long. He just turned around and went down through the woods just there, just a slithering away. And I'm telling you, that mushroom hunt was over with. I come back with an empty bag. I don't think yet to this day I've ever went back up there to them there big oak trees to find them big mushrooms no more. But I thought that would just be an interesting story for that last haul. But Les, I'll be back with you in a little bit with another one.